Happy Sunday, everybody. So it's I think like 7:30 tonight here in Cooper's Landing, and Joe's already in bed and the kids are messing with fishing poles. I think Ben's getting ready to take a shower. So things are starting to slow down for the day. We got up this morning and cooked French toast. Played with Noah. Noah and Joanna came up here. So far it's been a blast. We having Noah here, it's always good to have little babies around. Yeah, we made breakfast and then we got ready. We went to church. We found a little church down here in Cooper's Landing. It's a Baptist church. It's close. It starts at 11, so it kind of cuts into your day. So probably on days when we want to go somewhere like to Hope or to Seward or to Kasilof or Kenai, there's churches all over up here. Not as much as pot stores. They have marijuana stores here on every corner. Like we have dollar stores on every corner. But in the future on a Sunday, like if we want to go to church, we'll probably find a church within that town, go to it, and then go do our picnicking or hiking or whatever we want to do in that town. But yeah, so today we were going to go to Seward. We wanted to do some fishing, but I think everybody just kind of wanted to kick back. I mean, we just got back from going to Anchorage the other day to get Joanna, and that's a 2-hour drive one way. So, I think we went there Friday night, and then Joe and Joey had to go to work all day Saturday. So today I think they just kind of needed a break. But this week I have plans, we'll probably, of course, go do laundry and the chores, the chore part of the being here as the camp cookie, I guess you would call me. But I do want to take Joanna to see Seward, where the whales are at, and there's a lot of hiking I want to do. Some places like that, I would like to go hiking in places that are more public, more populated with people. Like when we went to that hike the other day at Russian River Falls, that was a little intimidating. Like you could see where the bears walked, and there was like bear scat every, I don't know, 500,000 feet. I don't know. There was bear scat everywhere. I was hoping it was moose. It wasn't moose. And it wasn't dog. So there's a lot of bears up at Russian River Falls. And then when you get up to the falls, there's all kinds of warning signs. Like if the bear approaches you, you have to throw your fish that's on your stringer. You have to throw them into the current so you're not feeding the bears. And you just have to back up and get out of their way. Well, I guess that Russian River Falls, is pretty populated with bears, and you can see the trails. Like when I was walking down the gravel path, on the side of the path, like on the hillside, it's all soft, and you can actually see where they walk. You can see, they just have it padded down where they walk, and you can kind of see where they come down off the hillside and probably just go right down to the falls. So I know when the salmon run starts happening that it's going to be more populated up there at Russian River Falls with bears, and I'm not too excited about that. So the next time I go to Russian River Falls, I definitely want Joe and Joey to go with me. But here, there hasn't been a lot of bear sightings around here. Me and Joanna went to the post office yesterday, and we decided to take this back road just to go see if there were some sights. I hadn't been down it before. There's not too many back roads here. But we went down it and we saw a moose. So there was a female moose crossing the road. So Joanna got to video that. That was pretty cool. We found some cool fishing spots like along Kenai Lake that we can go to. I really wanted Joe to get to go to Skilac Lake. I mean, that was beautiful. He definitely has to go do that. But yeah, so today was a pretty good day. We just kind of kicked back. I made a crock pot full of moose meat, like a moose roast with potatoes and onions. It was really good. So, but here's the view. So this is above our campsite. I've been meaning to come up here, and it was all uphill, which is okay, because usually when I go to the gym, I don't run. I usually put it on incline and I just, grind. So it's kind of like going to the gym when I want to go for a hike around here. But this is what it looks like. So I found like a cool little rock so I got my cool little rock I'm sitting on. That's like the only, like somebody purposely put these rocks here at the corner of this big lot just for some durder like me to come and sit on. So, but it's so quiet up here. Like you don't hear the road, the people driving down the road. You don't see much movement either. Like I can hear the birds, but it's very quiet. I keep hearing a gunshot over here. I mean, they shoot black bears around here like we shoot raccoons back home. So I guess black bears are pretty ornery. And the grizzly bears, well, down here they're brown bears, I guess. Basically the same creature, just the territory that they're in. And this is pretty further south. So these are brown bears down here. Grizzly bears are further up north, I guess, where it's more backcountry and they're more hungry and meaner, is what I think. Down here, it's probably like bougie bears or something. But I'm sure that they would chew me up the same way. So, but I have my bear spray, if any of you are wondering. I don't just go on walks by myself without bear spray. But yeah, I just wanted to come up here and see what all this looked like. And you can see the road there, the big culvert pipe. So this road was designed, it's been being planned for years to make it to where the animals can still migrate and move through here. So a lot of these are these are all like culvert pipes for the animals to be able to walk through instead of going across the road. And that's one thing they wanted to focus on, is making sure that this road, this Cooper's Landing bypass, did not mess with the wildlife around here. And the weather here has been, it's been like dewy. It doesn't rain here. Like at home we get downpours, storms, tornadoes. Like here, when it says that we're expecting rain, it's like a drizzle. Like there was some raindrops today, but anyway, it just doesn't rain hard here. So it's kind of cool. Some days it can get cold. I mean, we are up in the mountains, so I think, 50 degrees is about the average right now. As long as it's not windy, it's perfect. If the sun's out, it's perfect. But once the sun goes down and the wind kicks in, it gets chilly quickly. So like yesterday, it was chilly and Noah was in the camper and we're having fun and he's playing with his new toys. And then I went outside for a minute and it was nice. I told Joanna, I said, get him ready, get him out there. He was maybe outside for like 20 minutes. And then it was like, okay, it's cold, So you try and peek your head out the door and see what it's doing. I mean, you are up in the mountains, so you don't really, Ohio, it's pretty consistent. Here, you never know what you're going to get. I'm just glad it's not snow. That's all. I can look at the snow around here, but I don't want the snow. No. But this week it is supposed to be getting nicer. Joe was saying like the 60s and stuff. So I'm hoping. I really want to go to Seward on a sunny day. And I can't wait until Delilah and Julianne get up here because I want to go on a whale boat tour. There's like these boats you can take and it's like 7 or 8 hours they take you out and you get to watch whales and they go like right up to the boat. They take you out to see like sea lions and other wildlife that's along the coast that you don't get to see from the beach. They take you up to Exit Glacier, which is that huge glacier that you watch like the big chunks fall off of. I want to go see Exit Glacier. And then another day in Seward, I would love to hike up to the glacier. There's a trail that's kind of hard, And then there's another trail where you can go further up the glacier, I guess. I forget what it's called. But it's like a 7-mile round trip. I think it better be round trip. I don't know. It might be one way. I'll have to double check. But there's another trail that takes you up to the top of the glacier where you can actually walk on it. And I guess it's really cool. But Sewart's really known for that glacier, and it's known for its whales. And it's just in a really beautiful area. And halibut's going to be moving in. That's on my to-do list before I leave Alaska, is to actually catch one. A lot of people catch them from shore. You can get a charter and go out. But like the one day, we were catching all kinds of flounder and cod and pollock. The pollock had worms in it, though. And I'm just not talking like a little bit. It had quite a few worms. So I won't keep another pollock. Pollock. That's what they call it, a pollock. But the halibut was really good. And the cod was really good. But I still want to catch a halibut. A big one. That's what I want. See, I'm representing. I got my shirt. I'm excited. And then the salmon. There's a lot of people up in Anchorage that are catching the king salmon. So that's going to be really exciting. I've been watching videos on that. It's going to be exciting if one of those get on your hook. Right now in the Kenai River, which is where we're right beside, you cannot fish at all. You can't cast a pole in the water at all. But I think this week sometime they're supposed to be opening that all up. Like, you can't keep any trout, is what I'm hearing. But when they finally do open the season for salmon, open up the river, you're allowed to keep the kings and the salmon. I don't know. There's so many, like, if you go to each lake has a different restriction. Each river has different restrictions. It's very sensitive up here. They take very good care of their fish population and everything, which is great. But when you come from Ohio is like open season. Well, not on everything, but you're not really restricted in Ohio like you are here. You have to really watch what you do here. But it is a fragile environment too, especially when you have a lot of commercial fishermen fishing the salmon and the halibut and everything like that. So that's understandable why they're like that. But yeah, so this week, it's kind of been peaceful. Like when you go to the store, go down the road, there's not a lot of traffic. But today I noticed that there's a lot more traffic. And this is the week when they open the season to fish this river. And this river is like, if anybody in the world wanted to go somewhere for the best salmon, the best trout fishing, it's right here at Cooper's Landing, Alaska. And it takes you like an hour to get from point A to point B when you take that Sterling Highway. And that's why this bypass is being built, is so people who don't want to go through Cooper's Landing, which is the tourist area, the rafting, the commercial stuff for people to do, the fun stuff. If people don't want to go through that, they can take this bypass. So like the semis or the big trucks or, people going to Homer can just bypass Cooper's Landing, not have to go through it. But yeah, so it's kind of been peaceful right now in town, but I know this week it's going to change drastically. So it's going to be like, hey, I want to go to Walmart, which is usually, Walmart's like an hour. I think it's like an hour and 15 or something from here. It's clear out in Kenai. But Soldotna has a few stores too. But, you might as well go to Kenai. It's got everything there. It's got this big store called Three Bears. It's got a Walmart. And people say it is more expensive to live in Alaska. And, I got eggs the other day, 2 dozen for $5. That's not bad. Like, I haven't spent $2.50 on eggs in Ohio in a long time. Milk's about the same. Bread's about the same. Again, the only thing in Alaska is some stores you go into, they don't have they don't have as many name brands. So like if you want to go get chocolate chip cookies, you have to buy Chip Ahoy, which is like $7 for a pack of cookies. You might as well bake the sucker. So, but yeah, they just don't have like a supply. Unless I did like the Kenai Three Bears. Like they did have a good supply. It was almost like a Sam's Club. So I can't wait to go back to that store and check it out. That store had a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, the other day we did go to Bass Pro Shop. That was cool. They had some stuffed mooses there that were pretty cool to look at. So that was fun. But yeah, I think this week I'm just going to take it easy. I've been trying to read more and just kind of not always be so busy. I'm just kind of a busybody, but I don't want to be one of the people that sleep until 10 o'clock because I have done that a couple times. I don't really want to be that kind of person. So getting up in the morning and just getting the camper cleaned up and getting everything that I have to do for the day chore-wise taken care of is my goal every day. And then taking some time out to kind of read, reflect, things that I don't usually get to do. Be more what do they call it? I forget, but intentional, self-intentional. But other than that, I would like to go do some cool stuff with Joanna and Ben this week. It's just, you got to kind of watch what you do because you want to go to populated areas with people. So I'm trying to be cautious of that. But I miss everybody back home. I really do. This video is going on for 16 minutes. Oh, I guess I had a lot to say. If you're still hanging on to this video, you must like me. Or you miss me, one or the other. But I miss home. I miss my family. I miss Jane. I miss Charlie. I miss Delilah. I really do. I don't know why I'm up here. I don't know what I'm doing. Supporting my husband. Yes. That's what I'm doing. But I'm not really sure why I'm here. But I am enjoying it. Definitely enjoying this cloud. Look, I'm sitting with the clouds. Little cloud just passing by like, hello. I'm such a dork. But it's so beautiful. Just imagine what heaven is like. Wyatt, we were talking about Wyatt today. Wyatt would love this place. I would probably be having a heart attack if Wyatt was here. I know I would be. Because he would, every time we took him somewhere, even down in West Virginia, he'd have to go and I'd be like, where's Wyatt? Oh, he went for a walk. I'd be like, what? Where'd he go? We're in the wilderness. Like, I don't even know how I'd do if Wyatt was here. I would be stressing out so bad. I'd have to put a tracking device on him. But I know where Wyatt's at. He's seeing much prettier mountains than this. Much prettier. He is looking down on us right now. I don't know why God has us here. For some reason, He has us here. And eventually, it'll come to as why we are here. But, I don't know. I guess I'll start hiking back down this mountain. So Joey's not going to come up here and look for me. He was a little nervous that I was coming up here by myself. He's like, do you want us to come with you? And I'm like, I got my bear spray. I won't be far. You'll hear me if I scream. But we were going to come home in July. But plane tickets for me, Joe, and Ben are like $3,000 round trip. And we'd only be able to come home for we'd have to leave Thursday, fly all day Thursday. And then we'd only have Friday, Saturday, and then we'd have to fly all day Sunday to get back here. So it's kind of a lot. As much as if it would have been not as much money, we definitely would have done it, but that's a lot of money, for round trip. So we're just going to kind of wait it out and see what we want to do. But yeah, just want to let everybody know we're doing okay. I'll keep you posted on our newest adventures. Today, Joe and I kind of snuck away from the kids and went and got ice cream and just kind of had a Joe and Amanda adventure kind of day. I'll probably post those videos too. We went morel hunting and he dragged me up the side of some mountain and We were looking for morels, but each of us had a can of bear spray. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. Went and got ice cream, and then we went and walked by the river and just kind of hung out, which we haven't got to do that for a while. So it was kind of nice. But yeah, that was today. So I'll share those videos with everybody too. Well, I'll let you guys go. But I love y'all. I miss y'all. I do have, some people have been asking me for a P.O. box. So if you want that, I do have a P.O. box. If I have some like postcards and stuff that I was going to send out to the kids tomorrow. I'm just having a hard time catching the post office open. So tomorrow my goal is to go there first thing in the morning, get me some stamps so I can mail out the postcards that I have. But yeah, there was some people at work and little Nate and Jane I was wanting to send postcards to. So, but yeah, I do have a P.O. box. So, but yeah, all right. Well, I love everybody and just wanted to say hi and bye. Hope you all have a good night.